What's going on, YouTube? It's Sensei, the place to be, chilling with Mr. A&D. Yes, I am back to give you guys a Monday Night Raw review. Since we are going towards WrestleMania, I figured I'd go back and do more Raw and Smackdown reviews. I did take a break from it because Raw and Smackdown has been hard to watch, let's be honest with you. So most of that I skimmed through and stuff like that. But this time, I watch it the same way. I'm not going to give you guys the full breakdown review. I'm going to give you guys a more recap of things that happened on Raw as we're going into WrestleMania, as the card is looking more and more noticeable what's going to happen. So right now, the biggest takeaways on the show was who's going to respond to Edge's WrestleMania Open Challenge. Damian Priest taking on Finn Balor for the United States Championship. And that's most of the biggest takeaways that they had. So Raw kicks off with the Kevin Owens show. Kevin Owens comes out with a hat for cowboy hat from Texas. Him and Seth Rollins are planning on winning the Raw Tag Team Championships. So they can go on to WrestleMania, and that's their ticket into there. So they have now officially have become a team. They're annoying, but you know what? I like them as a team. Then Alpha Academy comes out there with the new shoosh shirts, and it was on the KO show, and going back and forth and arguing, and Gable and Kevin Owens got into it about shushing him, and then they had a tag team matchup with those two, Alpha Academy taking on Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. It actually was a pretty decent matchup, and actually the way it ended was a good sequence of things. As Chad Gable was running to Kevin Owens, he kind of picks him up for a pop-up powerbomb, but launches him over to Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins gives him a buckle bomb, and then Kevin Owens gives him a stunner with giving the Austin middle fingers, and then Seth Rollins gives him a curb stomp. So that was actually a great sequence of things. I can actually see them becoming tag team champions. It's just sad that there is no tag division on Raw, or barely even SmackDown, and it's like y'all release all these people, and then y'all don't have y'all shrinking down y'all division, and then now y'all trying to look for things to make a division. It doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. And a lot of things that we're just going to do is it's not going to make sense to me. So there we go. Have Omos taking on T-Bar. This match was really nothing. He beats up T-Bar, and before the thing even starts, and that T-Bar wants the match to start. Poor Dominic Dijakovic. Y'all don't know how talented Dominic Dijakovic is, okay? But he just gets squashed out by Omos. So don't know what's going on with that one. We're preparing for a 6-woman tag team matchup with Becky Lynch, Doudrop, and Nikki ASH taking on Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Bianca Belair. So it was a genuine 6-man tag match. I thought they was going to try to keep Bianca and Becky separate, but Becky was using a lot of Bianca's hair so she couldn't tag in, stuff like that. And then finally, Bianca had it. She was like, "Get off my hair!" And look, you don't touch no black woman hair. And she started whooping Becky Lynch, and you can see the web, stuff like that. And I was like, see, I didn't think, why would they do that now? I figured that because that's all Becky has been doing since she's been in this rivalry with Bianca Belair, but using her hair. Even at I forgot which match it was for Bianca to get a chance at the championship. She used the hair to, distract her and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, she's building up to she keep touching Bianca's hair, and we know that she don't touch no black woman hair. So when you're going to do that, come WrestleMania comes the big whip. Now we already seen it, and it's like, okay, now I guess it got a pop out of it. But it's kind of like how Bianca did it with Sasha. We didn't see all that, and it's finally at the WrestleMania we get that whip, and it's so much good the first time. So she finally did that after Becky had been bothering her hair this whole time in the rivalry. I thought it would be a little bit better. Said just bring it out on a random, forgettable Raw. But Bianca Belair puts Nikki ASH in the KOD, and they win the matchup. So I was like, it was a pointless 6-man tag. Tommaso Ciampa comes back to take on Robert Roode, because if you guys seen NXT 2.0, Robert Roode came in there and distracted Ciampa, and Dolph Ziggler was the one that picked up the win so he could go to face Braun Breaker at Stand and Deliver. Well, this match wasn't too much of anything. This match wasn't as good as the Ziggler Ciampa match from NXT. So, but Ciampa picks up the win when he rolls up Bobby, and after that, him and Ziggler attack Ciampa and they beat him down. We go to the 24/7 mixed tag team matchup. Dana Brooke and Reggie taking on Tamina and Akira Tozawa. This match was much of nothing as Reggie drags Dana and Reggie hit Akira Tozawa with the leaping senton for the win. After the win, Dana Brooke actually kisses Reggie, and it's like, oh my god, so they're like a 24/7 couple now. And then after that, Tamina is out there with Tozawa as he's trying to stay, and she like gripping him the fuck up, and he just kisses him, and he's like all in daze. I'm like, why? Why is this even a thing? She pops up backstage and said, they need to say the tag team division because it's chaotic right now. It is. Ray and Dominic come to the ring, and then we have a promo segment with they accept the Miz and Logan Paul's challenge at WrestleMania. We get a little 2K showcase teaser of the Rey Mysterio showcase, which I have things to say about that, so I'll put that in a 2K video, to be honest with you. So, he said, Miz, I even heard some cheers for Logan Paul last week, but he said they're excited about WrestleMania, blah, blah, blah. Ray and Donnie Mysterio taking on the Hurt Business. Yes, they keep calling themselves the Hurt Business with just Cedric and Shelton Benjamin. It's not the same anyway. Shelton, after distraction from the Miz, Shelton rolls up Dominic, and the Hurt Business, with quotations, gets the win. Now we're about to go into RK Bro versus the Street Profits, which honestly, I don't know if this is supposed to be like we're going to get, if they win, then they go into the matchup too, or whatever the case may be. But that may have to change, because this matchup was actually pretty good. But what happened at the end, Ford hits one of his frog splashes, and he comes down awkwardly on Randy Orton. Orton tries to put his foot at the bottom of the rope, but then Dawkins pushes it off. And you can see that Ford and Orton are conversing in the ring. And Orton's not getting up. I think he may have hurt his collarbone. Like, the way he came down, he obviously injured him.
Because here it comes! Beautiful splash from the top! Montez, upon impact.
So we don't know what the tag team championship scene is going to look like if Randy Orton is actually injured. Mr. Man, Austin Theory is in the back, and Austin Theory was saying that he thought it was great that he's going to Pat McAfee show on Thursday. Obviously, he's probably going to start an angle. I will probably check that out and talk about it on the podcast next week. He said, but Thursday he can go there and help out. And McMahon says he's at a kind of show, and he walks off with 3 smiles, says, but it could be. So, yeah. It's obviously a big angle playing. United States Championship matchup, Damian Priest taking on Finn Balor. Finally, a good matchup between these two, and I was like, okay, we get some competition here. I thought Finn Balor was in there just to help Damian Priest, get another good win when it comes to people he would beat for the United States Championship. And it like he was about to go for the reckoning, but then Balor turns that around into like a showstopper, then goes to shotgun dropkick to Damian Priest, and then gives him the coup de grace from the top rope. And Balor is your new United States champion. That really happened on Raw. Afterwards, Priest is upset, and he attacks Finn Balor and beats him up, and then goes to the outside, gives him a crucifix powerbomb on the announce table, and it does not break. So obviously, that looks like that may be the feud or the match that we get for WrestleMania. So we got a heel Damian Priest and Finn Balor. I don't mind a Finn Balor and Damian Priest matchup at WrestleMania. I mean, you know what? Fuck it, just throw a ladder in there or something. You know what I'm saying? But do something different, maybe. That's kind of what I want for Brock and Roman, to be honest with you, other than these belts. Edge comes out to the ring, and he says, he's waiting for an answer. Somebody who will accept his challenge at WrestleMania, and nobody comes out first. He says, really? This is what it says come to. And then, but AJ Styles comes out to the ring, and then Edge is all grinning, and AJ Styles says, I accept. And then we have the match for AJ Styles taking on Edge at WrestleMania. Edge is just like, you want this match, I want this match, the people wanted this matchup. And he says, it's been a long time, AJ. So then Edge says, I want the Bulldog, AJ. I don't want the tag team bitch that's been, the tag team bitch that's been with Omos for over the past year. And goes out for the handshake, but then Edge doesn't want to shake the hand. And then Edge just goes and beats up AJ. They start fighting each other. Edge about to go for the phenomenal forearm, but then Edge just have to wait and gives him a low blow. So Edge goes and he's going old school Edge mode. Edge is an old school wrestler guy, so that's what I like about him. And then he beats down AJ, and then of course He brings in 2 chairs. He gives him 1 concerto. Oh, you think he's done? Then he gives him 2 concertos. It's the rated R superstar Edge. So that's what it needs. I don't mind a heel Edge to help bring out the phenomenal AJ Styles so they can have a fucking killer ass matchup at Mania. That's one thing I'm excited for. That's almost on the level of Shawn and AJ. You know, those kind of dream kind of matches. So absolutely. And that's how Raw goes off the air. Honestly, when it comes to the Edge stuff, I was fine. I like the Damian Priest and Finn Balor stuff. And other than that, Raw was forgettable like it usually is every week. So, but you can post any comments down below. How you guys feel about Monday Night Raw? Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed my quick recap of it. Hit the like button if you guys want to see more. I mean, hit the subscribe button for more WWE content right here on NC Studios. So once again, it's NC and Place to Be. Chill Train Mr. A&D, and their coalition is out.